So I've literally just got back from what is the biggest bike ride of my life. We covered 92.6 miles and I'm absolutely shattered. I'm just getting over a cold as well, so my legs cramped up a little bit sooner than they should have done. So I really had to dig deep to get home. I think the average speed was about 14 miles an hour, which is alright considering. Yeah, I'm absolutely shattered now. I'm going to have a stretch, going to have a bath, and I'll be returning Pete very soon. So this is my last ride with Pete for the time being. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you do, if you like what I do, show your support by hitting subscribe. Any comments, drop them in the comments box, and I'll be sure to respond. Thanks for watching. So I'm just starting my ride now. I'm going to be rendezvousing with a few other guys on this epic 90 miler, and just heading up the A38. Make the most of the blue sky as it gets pretty foggy after this. I've kept the clips fairly short today because I don't want to bore you with lots of the same old footage. And it's just a little bit clear in this village. I've met with one of the guys. I'm just heading off to the Old Severn Bridge, and you see it gets foggier and foggier. And we'll be meeting the rest of the group here. And we're just crossing the bridge now. As you can see, it's a bit damp. Literally couldn't see the estuary below me. Bit of Doctor Who vision there. And we're just coming into Chepstow now, where we'll be meeting the rest of the group and embarking on this 90 miler, which is the first time I've broken 90 miles. The last time I came close was the first day in France, where we did about 86, if I remember rightly. But for some reason, on this ride, I managed to cramp up after about 30 miles, so the last 60 miles was absolute agony. I don't know why. I might have been a bit dehydrated from the night before, which is saying something, because when I was in France, I did obviously a similar amount of miles, and I was really hungover. The night before on the boat going over, we decided fairly foolishly to get absolutely hammered, and then go on an 86-mile bike ride the next day, which was fine. But for some reason today, I seem to cramp up fairly quickly. And this is the last ride I've had on Pete this year. He had to go back to the owner shortly after this video. There should be some more rides with Pete at some point. It's just a case of getting him back out. But I'll be getting back out on a mountain bike now the winter months are here, and it's a bit wet and sloshy out. I'll be doing a bit of off-roading and a few pleasure rides. So the route takes us from Chepstow up towards Raglan, and then off towards Monmouth, where we then head up towards the Forest of Dean, and from the Forest of Dean we go to Gloucester, and then from Gloucester down the A38 all the way back to Bristol. So quite a nice route, fairly big miles. Still looking to break 100 miles, which I'm sure I'll be doing at some point. And the weather was a bit all over the place today, so as you can see, a bit of blue sky here and there, a lot of fog. I didn't record a lot of the journey because you literally couldn't see in front of you. As you can see now, pretty bleak. Made for some good scenery going down through the valleys, down from Monmouth, past a place called Trellick, I think it's pronounced. I think we're just heading into Monmouth now. There's Ian on his fancy carbon fibre bike. Just going down past Monmouth now, down from the valley, making some pretty good. The GoPro doesn't do it justice, but there's some pretty epic scenery there. Didn't really get much chance to stop and take some photos, which I normally do when I'm on a ride. I like to get the old camera out. If you're on Instagram, check me out on there. I'll put the link in the description. I usually put up some photos from my bike rides. And now we're starting to get into the hills to come out of the valley. Had to dig deep to get past this. So at this point in time, I'm starting to cramp up pretty badly, and it's not fun. Yeah, this hill was a bit of a killer. Kind of had to get a bit mad to get up it. Had to fully engage beast mode to get up this hill. There's a fun bit, so as we're going down through the forest, pick up some speed on this road. It's quite fun to do this. Not too keen on the brakes on this bike. I'm used to disc brakes on the mountain bike, so I'm used to be able to stop within a metre, whereas on this you just squeeze and pray. So one thing I love about this bike is you can just absolutely punt it one. I'm assuming the titanium models and the carbon fibre models are going to be faster still. I think Heat weighs about 11 kilograms. So I was in quite a bit of pain with my pelvis as that was cramped up after the 30-mile mark, and the rest of the 60 miles was pretty much agony. One thing I do like about this is that the whole being able to push yourself a little bit further. And you may be halfway through a 90-mile bike ride like I was here, and there's no way out. You've really got to dig deep, and you've got to push yourself and push yourself and push yourself until you get home, because there's no other way back. I do kind of appreciate those moments as well, because it does help you go further in other things that you do in your life, whether that be running or any other, whether you're starting your own business and things are getting hard and you're getting tired with not making any progress, but sometimes you just got to dig deep and just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Recently, to keep my fitness up, I've been doing a fair bit of fitness classes, concentrating on legs and that, which has been pretty good. I've noticed my leg strength increase, so when I get back on the mountain bike, do a bit more conditioning stuff over the winter, and when the raining season stops, which it doesn't seem to have in the last month, most of Britain's underwater at the moment, I'll hopefully be getting Pete out, and we'll be doing some more miles and hopefully breaking 100. As usual, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Any suggestions at all, put it in the comments, even if it's negative ones. I don't mind a bit of banter. And see you next time.